Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I'm here with a very quick update. And the update is with respect to the Criterion Collection box set of Bruce Lee, his greatest hits box set, which I understand is scheduled to be released by the Criterion Collection in July of 2020. Now, as some of you may know, I live in Tokyo, Japan, which means that this is not North America. And what that means is that my channels the avenues for my being able to purchase the Bruce Lee box set are already somewhat limited because of the fact that I cannot order directly through Criterion website itself, because as far as I understand it, they still don't sell to places outside of North America. I think certainly they don't sell to Tokyo, which makes the pre-ordering through the Criterion site not possible for me. And so I've always had to rely on sites like the US Amazon site for pre-orders. And so I've usually been relying on pre-ordering through the Amazon website for some time now. But then when this crisis hit, this world crisis hit, Amazon restricted shipments to certain territories in the world, including Japan, which was, I think, a very understandable situation, very understandable situation. And so one had to try to find other ways to either deal with that situation or just wait until the situation would hopefully calm down to the point where one could then start to make orders through Amazon of Criterion titles and have them shipped to outside of North America, i.e. Japan. And so that was the situation for a good time now. And what eventually ended up happening, of course, is that the Bruce Lee set came up, and then because the Bruce Lee set came up, the pre-orders started to happen. And so for those but in my situation, I was not able to make any pre-order of the set because I couldn't find a site or anything like that that would accept a pre-order and have it shipped to Japan. And so I was in the situation where I couldn't pre-order the set. Now, usually I'm pretty patient when it comes to purchasing new Criterion sets or releases, and this is because I can usually expect to be able to not have any issue with stock or with the running out, and I'd have to wait until a new printing by Criterion or something like that. So usually I'm okay with either pre-ordering it or maybe ordering it, or maybe the first few weeks that it's made available or something like that. So I'm usually okay with that. But with the Bruce Lee set, now I don't know about you, but I have this hunch, I have this sneaking suspicion, which is a good thing, of course, that this set, the Bruce Lee set, could be a very big seller for Criterion. It could be a very big seller. These are the types of films that could also have a great crossover appeal. This sort of set could attract a lot of people outside of the customers who purchase Criterions ordinarily, and so, in other words, I can anticipate a large demand for this set, which means that we might get a situation. Again, I'm only speculating, but we might get a situation where the Bruce Lee set could run out on its first run, much like we had, if you recall, with the Ingmar Bergman set a couple of years ago. Now, if you recall, Criterion released the Ingmar Bergman Criterion set, and it was huge, it was lavish, it was wonderful, and it was also on pre-order. And I remember that there was, after it was released, it was unavailable for a good couple months or so. Do you remember that? And that was because it was a kind of a popular item, and people were wanting to get it. And so after it was released in whatever it was, November of that year, I think, October, November of that year, and it was very hard to find for a good month, maybe a couple months. And then after Criterion started to print out and manufacture more copies, then we started to see more copies and more people starting to be able to get their hands on it. So my point is that if you're interested in getting the Bruce Lee set immediately, then it's probably your best bet to try to pre-order it. And for those of you who haven't been able to pre-order it up to now because, like me, you have been, say, outside of America, now I would like to let you know that here is your chance. Apparently now on Amazon.com, the US site Amazon.com, it is possible to make pre-orders of the Bruce Lee set, the Criterion set. And I don't know if that's going to change. Again, it depends on the situation. It depends on if the situation doesn't improve, etc. Amazon's shipment policies might change as well. So again, I can't make any promises. I don't work for Amazon. This site has no affiliation with Amazon, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But I can speak to you as a fellow, maybe, consumer, and say that for me, who has up to now been unable to make a pre-order for the Bruce Lee box set from Criterion, yesterday I was able to go to Amazon's site, the US site, and at last I was able to place an order for the Bruce Lee set, a pre-order. And so now, as far as I'm aware, I have a pre-order for the Bruce Lee set locked in, and that is, again, through Amazon.com. It's not through Criterion, but it's through Amazon.com, which is, in my situation, that's the best. That's probably the easiest way for me to make my Criterion purchases. So this is to say, for all of you, my dear friends who are outside of North America, who are Criterion enthusiasts, and or if you are Bruce Lee film fans and you are interested in trying to get a copy of the Criterion set, please note that I was able yesterday to make a pre-order through Amazon.com. So in case you're interested, please check it out. Check out the Amazon site, the US Amazon site, for more information, and hopefully you might find what it is you are looking for. Okay, my friends, so sorry about this. This was a really quick, unplanned video. It's just a really impromptu thing, and so I hope that you can understand, and I hope that this video finds you well. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy, and please keep on watching a lot of great movies. Thank you so much again for your time, my friends, and cheers.